Christmas is in the air. Oh yes, you're watching People's Voice on room 704, and today we are in Imo State. Oh yes, we are in Imo State, where we'll be talking about transportation. Oh yes, we'll be talking about transportation today because it is a very pressing topic to talk about because don't go nowhere, I'll be right back. All right, talking about transportation, let me inform you that recently a ban was placed on the most popular means of transportation in the state. Oh yes, we're talking about the keke riders. The Imo State government placed a ban on keke and asking them to relocate to certain areas or routes leaving the Owerri metropolis. It has been biting on the commuters because they've not found it easy to transport themselves from one location to another because of the ban on keke. So right about now we want to go into the streets and ask them how they feel about this whole thing, and of course what kind of solution they would want to provide and advise the Imo State government to put in place in order to cushion the effects of a scarcity of means of transportation in the state right about now. Are you ready to go with me? All right, come, let's go. All right, so that I'll be right back, and right about now I am with a citizen of Imo State. Yeah, of course, he has been in Owerri, and of course he is in the transportation sector, and he's gonna tell us a lot about the situation in Imo State today. All right, may we meet you, sir?
Okay, I'm Mr. Oyamma Sunday.
Okay.
I'm a transporter, I'm a driver.
Yeah, Mr. Oyamma Sunday, and he's a transporter. So recently there's been a ban on the most popular means of transportation in Owerri, and of course it's affecting every corner of the transport sector in Imo State. So what do you have to say about this?
Actually, the summary of it is that the ban of keke in Owerri is not good to any person. It's just that government have done it, and there is nothing we can do about it than to respect the wish of the government.
Okay. So what?
In my own idea of what the government is supposed to do, they would have banned keke in some major areas, okay, not entirely Imo State. Like if you go to Port Harcourt, keke run in the villages, but the major streets in Port Harcourt you will not see keke. They would have done it like that here, okay, than banning keke completely in Owerri.
All right, he says he's not really averse with Imo State government banning keke, but it should be for some exclusive area in the state, so allow smooth movements in the state. All right, so what do you think? What solution you suggest, or if you are asked to provide a solution to this whole problem? Right about now, there's been a whole lot of commuters on the streets stranded. So what advice do you give to the government?
What government should do is to bring more commuters on the road. If they cannot reverse their decision, if they cannot reverse it, they should bring more commuters on the road. Okay. Because people are stranded, there is no money, and what they did is just to remove food on the table of the people that are driving this keke. You understand? And it looks as if government is not feeling for any person, doesn't concern them. What they did is that they have done it. If you don't want it, go to hell, which is very bad. Because the government should be government of the people. We put the people there in the government there to serve us. But I don't know whether they are serving us, are they serving themselves?
Well, Mr. Sunday, your voice really counts because the government is going to see this video, and of course, we want to make them know that the people are not really, you know, they are not finding it easy. Yes. They don't really necessarily have to be happy, but they are not finding it easy. What we need is solution to the problems. Okay, Mr. Sunday, thanks for coming to the show, and watch our YouTube channel for this edition of People's Voice on room 704. Okay. All right, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a nice day. Yeah, you heard from Mrs. Sunday. He said he's not really happy about the whole thing. Let's get to hear from other people. Are you ready? All right, come, let's go. I'm with another person, and she's quite beautiful, a very beautiful Imolite, and her name is Okafor Chinemezu. Okafor Chinemezu, welcome to today's show on People's Voice.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Okafor Chinemezu, if the situation in Owerri right now is so biting on people going from one place to another. So what can you say generally?
The people are finding difficult for the means of transportation since the keke has been stopped. I don't know, right now the crowd here is not much because it's not yet evening. I believe in the evening time when people dismiss from their working places, to convey them to their different location has become a very difficult issue now because of the lack of transportation. They released some taxis for us, which is not enough, and people are finding difficult.
Okay. So what's in your opinion? What will you advise the government to do in this situation?
I would advise the government to bring out more taxis, and I heard that he's trying to stop the shuttle bus that is already out. But I would advise the government to leave the shuttle bus. We want more transport so that people can find easy to convey to their different locations.
Okay, I saw you walking down from where? How long have you been trekking?
Because I couldn't find a taxi to convey me to my place, so I have to walk down to warehouse to do some transaction. I believe I can get one here at warehouse.
It's really a biting situation. Government, please listen to this beautiful lady, Okafor Chinemezu, and of course we believe
by 2018 we should expect the best.
Okay,
yeah,
we expect the best. All right, Okafor, thanks for coming on the show today.
Right.
You have a wonderful day. All right, watch our YouTube channel, Room 704, for more of these episodes. All right, People's Voice, Room 704. All right, we are in another major street in Owerri, and this is a Okigwe roundabout, right? And I'm with a gentleman here, and his name is Engineer Kingsley Akujobi. Engineer Kingsley Akujobi, welcome to the show. This is People's Voice on Room 704. We want to talk about the transport situation in Owerri. So what do you have to say about the situation here in Owerri right now?
Actually, the transport situation in Owerri is highly critical in the sense that because of the fuel crisis, the price has tremendously increased. The masses can no longer afford the transport fare because you can imagine from here that I used to take from here to Oji that we used to board 50 naira, we now board like 150. People that are moving from here to Irete, my place where I come from, before I used to take 100 naira down to my place, but now I take close to 300 naira. You see, and you know the economic situation of the country, which is very, very hard. Things are hard for the people, and I believe the government needs to do something about this situation because it's getting out of hand. And you can imagine what the government is doing to the citizen.
Mr. Akujobi, recently we heard that there was a ban on this most popular means of transportation in this state, keke. So how has that affected the transport system still?
Actually, yes, it's also the ban in the keke has really affected the transport system in the sense that before, the keke, we have a lot of keke, you can stand one place and get a means to move from one location to the other. But now you see people crowd. A lot of people crowded, cluster in one place, clustering, no transport, and that has tremendously increased the fare. Price that we used to take 50 naira, now it has increased to 150 naira.
So what's your advice to the government on this situation?
My advice is that they should put more commuters, as in more buses in the transport, so that people can easily, and also the price of fuel should come down, because as it is now, in a way, the price of fuel has tremendously increased from 145. Now we are hearing of 250 naira per liter. And which the average is
250 naira for a liter of fuel. This is outrageous.
Very outrageous. Very outrageous.
So we hope the government will listen to our plea and revert this situation so that it can come back to normal. And don't you also think that this Christmas season is also a factor in this whole thing?
Yeah, this festive period, as in the Christmas, is also a factor. It's also determines the rate people sell. The price of things in this festive period normally increase, and coupled with the transport fare that we are facing, it's all like triple effect. triple effect. It's not a double effect, a triple effect.
Triple effect.
Triple
Oh
effect.
my God. Mr. Akujobi, it's wonderful having you in the show, and watch us on our YouTube channel at Room 704, and of course in the media houses you see the people's voice, where your voice does really count. Trust me, the government is going to hear this.
My pleasure.
All right.
Pleasure is mine.
Have a nice day. I just heard from Mr. Akujobi. He said it's a triple effect on the transportation system. Oh my God. Fuel, Christmas, and then the ban of keke. Let's hear from other people and see what they have to say about this whole thing. Come back to the show. It's People's Voice on Room 704, and of course I'm with a beautiful dancer, a beautiful lady, and her name is Tochi. Tochi, welcome to the show today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the transport is really scarcity in transportation is really biting in Owerri. So, what do you have to say about it?
To be honest, we are really suffering in this state. Is you getting me? We are really suffering in this state. I can't say anything less than this, because what we go through, a lot of us have resorted to walking, trekking on the hot side. You know, this weather is not even friendly at all.
Operation Trek.
So I don't know. It's just.
What do you think is the cause of this whole thing?
The moment His Excellency Owele Rocha banned transportation, especially keke in Owerri, it became very troublesome. Because even influx of people coming to the state due to the Yuletide period, you know, it's going to be very difficult for them.
The ban is also a factor, but don't you think, like you mentioned, Christmas is also one major factor, because Igbos, they have this mentality of trying to hike their prices of everything during this kind of season. Don't you think it's an attitudinal problem?
Yes, that is a very important aspect of it, because when you go to the filling station, you see the long queue. And you don't expect drivers, when they buy, to also reduce their price so they don't run into risk. I think that's a major factor. We are also part of the problem.
So what do you advise the government and the general public to do?
Well, currently, I don't think anything our government can do, because he has already insisted that he can't allow keke come back to Imo State. That is number one. So if only he can make available more vehicles to ply this state, I think that will ease the transportation.
Okay, more vehicles to ease transportation. All right, Miss Tochi, you look good. And I wish you could take me for the Christmas season as to come and eat rice and chicken, you know, because I have a very wonderful day. Oh, welcome back to the show. It's still your favorite program on TV, online TV, People's Voice on Room 704. And of course, we are in a strategic junction in Owerri. Oh yes, it's called IMSU Junction. It's a popular Imo State University junction. And of course, we still want to interview people and get to know how they feel about the bicycle transportation system in Owerri. Of course, don't forget, I remain the host you love the most. I remain so blessed, and don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.